High recoil. Remember, it's a high recoil, high skill gun. Tons of skill required. So hello gamers, and welcome to my first ever top 5 guns in a category video. As you guys know, somewhat recently, there are some extremely large balancing changes to the guns in this game. So today I'm going to be showing you the top 5 assault rifles, and if we get 1,000 likes, I will think about doing more. Maybe a battle rifle, maybe a PDW, maybe a sniper ranking. Let's start off with number 5, which is of course the TAR-21. I feel like the TAR-21's gotta go on this list because Duplex is fair and balanced. The default gun has 850 RPM and it's a 4 to a 5 shot. It has a torso multi, a pretty nice headshot multi, but it's not really anything too special. However, Duplex gives you basically a 2-shot kill head and a 3-shot kill body really far, and of course, it is essentially a shotgun. It also reloads extremely fast, and it only has 20 bullets, but it lasers people, so this is not necessarily going to be the best all-around assault rifle for every single range, but it's very accurate. And let's be real, for a shotgun, this has ridiculous range. It will kill from pretty far away. The reload time, the hits to kill, just how overall easy it is to use. I don't know what it is about these shotguns that are auto, even though they don't even have that much spread. They feel easier to use. You could even give it like number 1 depending on how you look at it. In my opinion, it's not number 1 because it is a little bit inconsistent with the pellets. The recoil is there, it's not that bad though, and it also does have C-tar barrel. Now, C-tar barrel is actually pretty cracked by default because it gives you 34 maximum damage. However, with Duplex, it actually does, I think, a 2-hit kill torso in close range. It might be just shy of a 2-shot torso, but it does a lot of damage. If you want some heavy close range damage, this is good. It does fall off a little bit harder, but it does have better block speed and aim speed as well. C-tar barrel is actually pretty decent now, I'm not gonna lie. It does some pretty heavy damage because it has lower velocity, might have a bit more spread. The bullet is going slower, so it has more time to spread out, right? I thought that's just how it works. It's just how math works, dude. I know math. I graduated from Jonesy's School of Calculus and Fortnite. C-tar barrel should have alt aim. That would be kind of cool. But yeah, this gun absolutely eviscerates. I recommend you check it out. I don't think you should pre-buy it, not necessarily, but maybe like you could pre-buy it. I don't care. The TAR-21's a cool gun, but I'm gonna be real. If you really want to go off, you gotta be using this. At least Duplex, maybe C-tar barrel. Bro, beams. I don't know. The spread like actually just. Next up, we have both the AUG A2 and the AUG A3. If you look in competitive right now, it's basically just the AUG A2 and the AUG A3 versus the AUG A3 para. That's about it. AUG A2 762 is really fun. 4-hit kill torso at any range, 2-hit kill head, and 3-hit kill body to like 80, 90 suds. Really good 3-hit kill range. AUG A3, nice 2-hit kill head. Still has a 30-round mag. By default, it has no recoil. With 300 conversion, it has a 2-hit kill head and 3-kill body, and it's pretty accurate. These are really top tier guns right now, and if they're not banned in competitive and they're being used a ton, it's probably because they're super easy to just get kills with. And yeah, this fits that criteria. Pretty good hip fire, extremely low recoil by default. 3-hit kill and 2-hit kill head with 300 conversion. Still has low recoil, 720 RPM. AUG A2 is kind of similar to this. It has a little bit less RPM, but it does actually have a 3-hit kill without any ammo. And also because it's the default ammo on an AUG, this gun is extremely accurate. I'd say probably don't use 762 overall. I've been really enjoying 762, but it's not necessarily that amazing. As you can see from the default AUG A2, it's got a ton of recoil, guys. Remember, it's a high recoil, high skill gun, tons of skill required. You will definitely miss shots unless you're tap firing, because you know you gotta make sure that the recoil is being accounted for, because it's got a ton of recoil, just a bunch of recoil. So yeah, basically, if you want to know recoil gun with a consistent 3-hit kill up close and 5-hit kill at range, you know, it doesn't have as much RPM as the TAR-21, and because it's not a shotgun, it might take a little bit more skill, but I'm gonna be real, this gun takes no skill. In the past update, they basically gave it 762, but also gave it better recoil because, yeah, it had a little bit of recoil for an AUG, but it was still very accurate. I don't know, the AUGs are really top tier, and the AUG A2 and the AUG A3, they're really up there now. They're definitely going to be 4th best. I'd say a little bit better overall than, of course, the TAR-21 Duplex, which kind of falls off and has some recoil. At number 3, you could put this number 1, and you could put it at number freaking however many assault rifles. You could put it at the bottom of the list, depending on how good you are with it. And I put this number 3, kind of just an arbitrary pick, because it could be number 1, like I said, could not even go on the list. Depends on what you want from a gun. This is honestly the best DMR in the game, but is it the best assault rifle in the game? I don't know. It's not really an assault rifle. It it is a 3-round burst at 2,100 RPM. Here's the thing about it that makes it so busted. Every shot lands in exactly the same spot, and as you can see there, it has 3 headshots in the same spot. This is where it gets kind of crazy because this gun can 3-shot to the head at any range. That means this is essentially, if you hit your shot, a 1-tap at any range. It can also 3-hit kill torso in close range, which basically means it's a 1-tap in close range to the body. The fact about it is the automatic is really awful. Don't ever use the auto. It has like 430 RPM and does like not very good damage overall. It's basically an M3A1, but worse recoil and just no damage. Don't ever use it, ever. But on burst, this thing goes absolutely ridiculously insane. It takes skill though, and it's not necessarily going to outperform other assault rifles in a lot of aspects. You miss your burst with this and you don't get the 1 burst off. As you can see, like an auto gun, if he wasn't trash, would have killed me. There is that. That's why I'm giving it number 3. I wanted to put it somewhere in the middle because I don't know if I can give it number 1, and I don't think I should ever not put it on the list. I mean, it just does this, dude. Just can't be here for so long with the KS-23M. Oh. Oh, now at our number 2 spot, we have the worst assault rifle in the game with the best assault rifle conversion in the game, the Type 58. Now, the Type 58 will be getting a nerf pretty soon to its reload time, which is not too bad considering, I mean, the reload is really, really fast right now. I'm gonna go up to like 2.3, no, maybe like 2.6 seconds or something. Here's the thing, with Romanian grip, this thing has no recoil. Unless they fix Romanian grip, this is still gonna be like, in most people's opinion, the best assault rifle in the game. I'll explain why I have a pick above it, but basically this is 41 to 28 damage, really high damage, has 650 RPM, extremely fast reload, and with the Romanian grip, it's very accurate. By default, 7.62 has low camera recoil, but isn't really that accurate. If you use long barrel and full stock and Romanian grip, really get the recoil down, you know, because long barrel actually reduces recoil now. Not by a ton, but it does. And does more damage than like the AK-47 while shooting faster and having lower recoil and reloading faster. It's like the same accuracy at this point as basically like the AK-74, and it has the same RPM. I'll explain why the default one is really, really trash. Basically, this is the default one. Well, you can also use a 75-round mag. Here's the thing, it's a 3-hit to like 70 studs or something, a 5-hit kill at range, and it shoots at like 650 RPM. And yeah, it's extremely accurate, but it's just a weird AK-74 with trash range damage. I don't know, it's just not good. The default gun, I don't recommend use it ever. The 75 rounds are kind of funny, but then it just doesn't have the no recoil. It's a very accurate gun though. At least they buffed it in the previous update and made it really, really just the most accurate gun you've ever seen. So I'll talk about why this is not my number 1 pick for assault rifle, because the C7A2 specifically with 7.62 by 39. This gives you better damage ranges, worse velocity, and worse recoil. However, it gives you 33.34 damage. That means it actually does 100.03 with 3 shots, which means it's a 3-hit kill. And you're probably like, okay, well, it's a 3-hit kill. It also has a 1.5 times headshot multi, which actually allows it to do 50.01, I think, damage. That means it's a 2-hit kill head. And you're probably like, okay, well, 2-hit kill head, 3-hit kill body, like a lot of guns have that. Not a lot of guns have that at very, very low recoil, a fast reload, and also have a 100 stud max damage range. That means this gun can 2-hit kill head and 3-hit kill body to 100 studs. That's like comparable ranges to like the Type 58. Type 58 has 150 less RPM. And you're like, okay, they removed long barrel. That is true. This used to have a 334 stud min damage range, which it basically could 4-hit kill at any range. Now it only has a 220. Oh no, 200 studs? Well, here's the thing. When they removed the long barrel on this gun, they also added the T-brake to the game. And the T-brake reduces overall recoil. And I was like, I don't want to switch to compensator. I'll just use T-brake. It's just a slight upgrade. It's not a slight upgrade. It just makes this gun have no recoil. And 7.62 doesn't even like have recoil to begin with. This makes it have no recoil, but I was using it with muzzle booster and I was like, wait, this is actually still accurate. Type 58 does have some upsides. It still has a slower reload by like 0.5 seconds and has worse RPM. It has more or less worse recoil. This is still RNG horizontal doo-doo recoil, and this is just normal Chad recoil, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, this is still the best assault rifle in my opinion. And yeah, they did nerf 20 tact. They removed long barrel. They did not do enough to make this gun balanced. It's not balanced. I don't know, dude. This gun was never ever balanced in any way. They've changed it so much. It used to have like the stupidest 45 conversion ever. It was basically like 7.62, but it had 30 rounds and more RPM. It was really fair. But I can also talk about all of the other conversions and why each of them individually can essentially be the best of like their category of gun. Of course, we have 20 tact. This is a direct upgrade to it in pretty much every way except magazine capacity. But here's the thing: the reload time is that's the reload time. So you still get the laser recoil of the C7A2, but you just reload faster and have more velocity and more pen and everything. And yeah, the C7 is just so stupid broken, dude. Long barrel super busted. At least they removed that from the game. However, then you have 45 ACP. Still has a 30 round magazine and gives you a 3-hit kill up close and 900 RPM. A little bit of recoil, you know, like that's some recoil. You can just use compensator, but also it's not really a lot of recoil. It's really fair. This gun is really balanced. Basically, you have an extremely powerful PDW. You have an extremely powerful, like, battle rifle type gun that just doesn't have recoil, and it's basically just a 7.62 assault rifle, but overpowered. And you have default, which is still better than the M16A3 by a lot. So yeah, all I'm trying to say here is C7A2 best assault rifle. That's a PDW conversion. That's 45. I've made so many videos talking about how this gun is busted. Of the guns on this list, I would say R21 duplex might be a little bit too broken. AUG A2, AUG A3, you know, they might get changed, maybe not. I have no idea. They're really, really good right now. And of course, you have Type 58, which needs a nerf. Definitely, it's going to get one. And then hopefully the C7 will get a nerf, but I don't know. They removed long barrel and everything, but they haven't really talked about any other kind of changes on this gun, which I hope it gets some changes. But if you guys did enjoy, make sure to like and sub, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.